What is up? It is White Trash Donnie. Welcome to the Sloppy Syndicate Show. We have a huge guest for you guys in the house today. They will bring we'll bring them on shortly. As you know, we are streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as well as all the streaming apps such as Spotify, Apple Music, and so on and so forth. So if you are not catching this live, you can always catch this on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that. So we have the band Post Profit today. They had a huge accomplishment here recently, and we will let them talk about that. So let's bring them in and learn a little bit more about them. So, and this is Post Profit. How we doing?
Hey, what's going on?
It's a pleasure to have you on the show. I know you guys have been super busy and definitely have. Sorry, my comments just popped up. So, what's up, Hemp Wizard? What's up, Stooniverse? Good to have you in the live chat. So, you guys have a big accomplishment, obviously, and I'll let you talk about that. So, for the listeners that don't know Post Profit, if you want to go around the room and just kind of introduce yourself, let us know what you play, and we'll get a little started from there. So, what's up, Ellie? Thanks for coming in.
Well, I am Matt Jackson. I play guitar and I sing for Post Profit.
I'm Nick Hunter. I play guitar and sing sometimes in the band.
Okay.
And the guys behind us, they're actually in another band called Clutch Cargo. We are in the studio today, so
Okay, very cool.
we'll bring them after we get done with this. But the other guys are recovering still from our album release show last night.
The other guy, I'm recovering.
I'm
as
still
well.
recovering too. I'm like,
I got a hangover from hell, man.
Right. So yes, the album just released, and it is the full length album. When you think it's right, it's always wrong. So that released Friday, if I'm correct, at midnight. So you had the big party, and as you said, you're feeling the consequences of the release
Oh,
of that album. So we got a couple more people in. What's up, Glorious? Thanks for popping by, Ellie. And yeah, so let us know about the Battle of the Bands and what you guys accomplished. I mean, that's a huge deal right there.
yeah, that was quite an experience. It was extremely nerve-wracking, but our manager Brian got us involved with the Danny Wimmer guys and kind of really threw our name in there without even really talking to us or saying anything. He's just like, "Yeah, I know you guys are gonna do well." We're like, "Yeah, I don't know," but we took it all the way, and it was, I think we're still on the high from that. That was a big thing for us. I mean,
Yeah, trying to soak it in. It's a
Yeah.
really, really big thing. Really, one of the biggest.
it's a huge step, and it couldn't have happened at a better time. Having the album, the tour, Rockville, everything coming together at the perfect timing. It's just couldn't have planned it better. Honestly, if we tried, it was we're really fortunate for that. So looking forward.
Yeah, and that's huge too. I mean, and there's so many bands that obviously it's done by region, but there's so many bands that are actually involved with the Battle of the Bands and to make it on tour. So you're going on tour with Escape the Fate, which is huge. Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, which is huge. And then not only that, you're playing Rockville here in Daytona, which is about 40 minutes from me. So I may see you guys out there. Um, so yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah,
I can only imagine the feelings, the jitters, and all the pressure that you felt going through that. I myself, I probably would have freaked out. So um, thank goodness for beer, right?
The pressure is like literally, yeah. It's
absolutely.
I think we're lagging a little bit. But,
Yep, just a little bit. Um,
yeah, the pressure and
all right, you're still there. I can still see you, but it was just super laggy. So hopefully it will get better throughout the interview. If you need to, you can pop off, pop back on. I don't know what will help, but we'll keep the interview rolling. So, and not only are you playing in Rockville, you're playing the main stage in Rockville. So how does that feel? I can't hear you. You guys will probably have to pop out and pop back in.
Yeah. Well, we got to experience Rockville last year and be on the main stage. It's a big. It hasn't even sunk in yet. You know.
It's a whole nother ball game.
Exactly.
The main stage is don't get me wrong, Twitch stage was great. We had
Yeah, I love the Twitch
I'm
stage. That was fun.
very thankful we got to play Twitch stage, and it definitely helped us to, I think, prepare for, the bigger. It's going to be a lot more people
Right.
and way bigger stage, obviously. Actually, to use our own gear this time, which is
Yes.
we had to use backline stuff last time, and that safety net of being able to use your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere knows pretty much more nerve wracking, but there's also things that make it possible.
All right. Yep. So sorry, folks. We are having a little bit of technical issues. We are lagging a little bit, but we are going to keep rolling, and hopefully it picks up a little bit better. And yeah, so the main stage. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to try to unmute. Come on. All right, there we go. So, yeah, the main stage is huge. You're talking about Rockville, where there's 100,000 fans, and yeah, it's quite the experience for sure. So, all right, I'm gonna pop you guys out of the studio, and then have you guys pop back in. If you can, you hear me? Um, and you never know what's going to happen live, folks. This is a live show, and things happen. So, just stay tuned, and we will get everything up and running. So post profit, you'll probably have to jump out and then jump back in the link and see if that kind of resets it. So I don't know if you can hear me, but I hope you can. I will send a private chat. Oh, okay, they got it. So awesome. They'll be back shortly. That is post profit. So we'll go through the chat and see who we have. Glorious, we already got Glorious. We got Ellie, E-Rock. What's up, buddy? And they're popping back in now once they get in. All right. Can you hear me now?
Well, yeah, sorry, we had just had to. Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome. Okay. Yep. It got a little laggy there for a minute. So, yeah, we'll roll on with the show. I know you guys are busy in the studio and making some music. So we will try to keep this short and sweet today. We're going to keep it about 30 minutes today, folks. As I said, they're in the studio making new music on top of already the newly released music that dropped Friday. So make sure you check out Post Profit. Like I said, I'm hooked on Haunted. I will rock Haunted all the time. Vato, what is up? Thanks for yes, smash that like button. And folks, if you have any questions for the band, let us know in the chat. I have some questions of mine as well. And so my first question, who inspired you musically?
Oh man,
That's a big list.
it's a big list.
It's pretty hefty.
I would say core inspiration that we're talking like Foo Fighters, Deftones,
Incubus,
Incubus,
Failure,
of course, Cave In, Thrice,
yeah.
I mean,
There's
it's
quite
such a
few,
huge
and
list.
it branches off in there. Just a mix of it all is.
And have you heard of Skindred? I know they were super big when I was in high school.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were like a reggae rock group. That was super cool. All right. No more questions in the chat. So, describe the music that you typically write.
Yeah, very. Yeah, I was especially.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you could collab with any artist,
Wow.
uh, past, present, or future, who would it be? All right. Can you hear me? All right. I'm going to ask the question and hopefully they can hear me. So, if you could collab with anyone, past, present, who would it be? I can't hear you. I can't hear you guys. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you. The joys of doing live shows, right? Still can't hear you. Still can't hear you. This is we are having the biggest technical difficulties today. Um, if you can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. All right, folks, just bear with us. We are trying to get the lag worked out. And they are working in the studio, so they have all kinds of interference and all kinds of stuff going on with the Wi-Fi. As you know, in the studio, there are a ton of things going on at once. So we'll see if they'll pop back in. If not, we're going to we'll reschedule them for a better time. But that is Post Profit. They are based out of Texas, and they recently won the Battle of the Bands with Danny Wimmer Presents. So if you don't know who Danny Wimmer is, he does all of the major rock shows as far as Welcome to Rockville, festivals throughout the country. And so they get to play the main stage. They also just had their new album come out. When you think it's right, it's always wrong. Definitely a banger. I would listen to that. You can listen to that on Spotify or any other streaming devices. And they are going on tour here soon with Escape the Fate and a Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. So that's going to be a heck of a show. That starts in April. And then let's see. They are based out of Texas, and we'll give it a couple seconds to see if they pop in. If not, we will reschedule, folks. I do apologize to the technical difficulties, but welcome to live interviews. Things happen, and we will make it work one way or another. So just give me a second. But I appreciate all of you coming in, watching on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. It's been a pleasure having you. Give it about another minute. If they do not pop back on, we will go ahead and end the show early today, and we will start. We will get them back on another show here soon. So this is the last show for a couple weeks. I do have some promotional marketing and things I have to do with Bike Fest in Daytona. Or Bike Week in Daytona. So I'll be hanging out with some of the affiliates, some of the sponsors, doing some crazy videos, different things like that. So stay tuned for that. That will probably not be live streamed on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. That will be more of a kind of an upload on IG or YouTube itself. And starting March 25th, we have a full lineup of bands. We're looking to be booked through April, even May, 3 shows a week, roughly Friday through Sunday. So if you like music, invite your friends, tell your friends about the Sloppy Syndicate show, and let's get the word of mouth out there. Let's blow this up and get some of these bands some exposure. And let's see if they just messaged me. All right, folks. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and reschedule it. Just being in the studio, they have a ton of lag issues with all the equipment around, and they're working with another band as well. So I do apologize, folks. We will be back mid-March. Until then, make sure you check out the previous videos that we've done on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcast. We're on all the platforms at the moment, iHeartRadio, and you can always watch live on the YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So thanks for joining us on this Sunday afternoon, and enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you next time.